Hey everyone, it's Theriault-Your, your Maine real estate guide, and today I'm on location up here in the North Maine Woods. I think I'm in T8 R6, which is just south of Oxbow Plantation. So take a look at your Maine Gazetteer, you can kind of get an idea where I'm at. And what we've got coming to market today is a recreational opportunity. We have a hunting and fishing camp back here on a leased lot. This is not owned ground. This is a leased lot with Irving Corporation. The lease fee annually is a little over $500 annually, so it's not a very expensive lease. And it's a nice camp that's been here since the 1970s. We're going to take a walk down behind this gate and check it all out. It's relatively solid. It needs some work, so you're gonna have to bring a hammer, a saw, a couple of friends, and put some effort in. But it's a nice place. If you're looking for a place in the North Maine Woods to hunt, to fish, to get away from it, where you don't have any cell coverage, the stars, if you like dark sky, it's dark here at night. This is a great opportunity. This is coming to market at $54,900. So it's a chance for you to have a nice recreational property along a nice trout stream, Umcolcus stream. Actually, when my wife and I got married, we honeymooned on Umcolcus stream. A real romantic location. But we had a great time back then. She outfished me. She outfished me. But anyway, let's take a look at this property. So you come in off of a town-maintained road, and then you turn onto the gravel. And once you get on the gravel, we're back here about 4 miles. So, this is an off-grid location. No one's going to take care of the road for you. You take care of it yourself. And then here's the gate to the property. We proceed beyond the gate, and the road that I'm on here parallels the stream. The stream is here off to the left, just through the woods here. We'll take a gander at that. It's very low this year. We've had a very dry July and August. The spring was quite wet, but July and August have been exceptionally dry. So a lot of the surface water streams and whatnot are fairly low, and this one included. But this is a nice native brook trout stream, Umcolcus, and I've caught trout here. The owner of this property pointed out a couple of good trout holes that have proved well by him in fishing here in the springtime. He's got some nice brook trout here. But this is great country to come. This is bird season. Upland Birds opens next week. This is a great area to come and with a pointing dog or a flushing dog and walk some of these old roads and in search of ruffed grouse. This is great country for moose, and this is big woods buck hunting. I mean, you can get on a buck track here and go for miles and miles and miles. So this is a great opportunity. Again, coming to market, a camp here in the North Maine Woods on leased Irving ground for $54,900. Walk down to Umcolcus Stream. I just stepped off the road. Let's head over, take a look at this. Again, it's exceptionally low because of the drought that we're in, but it is very scenic. And in the springtime, you could kind of see the water typically would be about 2 feet higher than it is right now. It's a nice gravel bottom trout stream. It's a beautiful spot. So the road in here is pretty solid. It's a nice gravel road. There are places that you need some ground clearance. So this is not a place I'd recommend you come in here with a passenger car, but you can get in here with an SUV or Jeep or pickup truck easy enough. but you do need something with some ground clearance. Again, it's on Irving ground. It's at lease lot. Usually, one of the exclusions in a lease agreement is they're not responsible to fix the road. So if the road gets rough and you want to put in some gravel in a low spot, that's on you. So just bear that in mind. This is also a recreational lease, so you can't buy this and live here year round. This is a place to come and vacation, to go hunting, go fishing, come in here, go snowmobiling, go cross-country skiing in the wintertime, do those sorts of things, but you're not supposed to live here year round. So, but this is it's quite a improvement here. Let's take a look. So there's lots of nice cleared area here as we approach where the buildings are. You got plenty of places for friends to park. There's all kinds of locations, and this was looking at it. This has been here since the 70s, early 70s. The original builder. This is the second owner. So the original builder, they started with a smaller camp, and then they made a bigger camp. But there's several buildings here situated on this nice clearing, and the stream is right over here, just beyond the tree line there, about 50 feet. So this first building that we come to is the outhouse, and this was an outhouse shower house arrangement. It needs some love. It should be either jacked up or replaced. It's kind of sunk into the ground a bit. The roof is good. It's got a metal roof. It's relatively solid. The door needs to be replaced. The door is almost unusable. And part of the floor is rotted because it's built right on the ground. So it needs some work. Yeah, we'll get that later. The second building is a generator house and wood storage. It's in pretty good shape. The generator that's here is brand new. So the whole compound is wired for electricity. So you can turn the lights on. You can watch a movie on a TV. You can use a microwave if you wish. Here's the generator, and you can see everything's wired. And a good supply of dried firewood. This next building is the main camp, and in there's a kitchen and dining area, place to sit, kind of a three-season porch. It's got a wood stove for heat. There is a milligun furnace in there, but I do not know if it works or not. I would probably, before you fire it up, you probably want to have it serviced. But there is a milligun furnace. It has a propane cook stove as well as gas lights. So you can have lights and cook without you running the generator for electricity if you want. The building's pretty solid. It's built on posts, so you get some logs sitting on the ground with other logs crossing that. So it is up above the ground a bit and relatively solid. And it's got a metal roof. And let's get back here. This area back there is the bedroom. So let's head back around front. We'll go inside. All right, so you come into the three-season porch. There's plenty of seating, lots of glass. You can look out over the stream, which is right out there. Let's head inside. Again, this was built in the 1970s, and it is finished thusly. You see lots of paneling, which was, you know, I think we had that same paneling at my house. But it does have hardwood floors. There's lots of cabinets. It does have a kitchen sink. It's got a hand pump. The hand pump's not currently hooked up, so I'm not even sure if it functions, but the water line is here. It runs down to the stream, but it's not currently hooked up. But you got a nice modern gas cook stove, a nice gas propane refrigerator, gas lighting over here. So again, you could cook, you could wash dishes, and you wouldn't need to run the generator if you don't want to. You just run off propane. And for those frosty mornings and cool evenings, you got a nice wood stove that's thermostatically controlled. Got a little family room area here. And the latest in big screen televisions right there. And you get a large bedroom. Again, this is camp. You know, it's not a house in the woods. It's a place where, you know, there'd be a whole lot of snoring going on here during deer season. After a day chasing whitetail bucks through the big North Maine Woods. You got a gas light here too. So you got gas lights in virtually every room. Got a nice closet there. There is evidence that the roof has leaked. There and in the closet I found some other evidence where the roof has leaked as well. So that would need some attention. But it's a nice, other than that, it's pretty solid. I don't feel the floor given or anything, so it's a pretty solid camp. Let's check out the last building. Now the last building was the original camp that was here on this property, and that has a couple of bedrooms, a kitchen, kind of a great room area with kitchen, dining room all together. It's in pretty rough shape. It has shifted quite a bit. I was inside of it, and there's no support under the center of it. It's either fallen down or pulled away with the frost activity in the springtime. You can see here where it's slid, or this post has walked, one or the other. So this would need a lot of intervention to bring it back, to make it usable, in my opinion. We'll step inside. So like I said, it's a kind of a great room area in here where you had your cook stove, place to eat, and a couple of bedrooms. And this building is all wired for electricity. It also has gas lights. But she's pretty crooked, so it needs some work. So this is quite a compound back here in the North Maine Woods. A great place to gather with a lot of friends and family to pursue some of the outdoor activities that are available at your beck and call right here. This is a pretty decent trout stream, Umcolcus stream. We're fairly close to the Aroostook River. And again, we're on Irving Corporation land. They own millions of acres. They're the largest landowner in the state of Maine, Irving Corporation. So they're not going anywhere. So as leases go, this is a pretty secure lease. One of the things to bear in mind too is even though that building over there needs a lot of work, having it here, at least that square footage, makes it all more easier to get a permit to either fix it or replace it from the Land Use Planning Commission, because that square footage has been here since the 70s, so they can't deny you because it's already here. So you could either fix it, make a nice bunkhouse. I would tear that myself. I'd tear it all down and redo it. But you could do what you want. You could put a pole barn up there, and you have a place to just store some equipment or whatnot, to take care of having a place to keep a mower or something to keep this in good shape. But this is a great opportunity. There's not a lot of owned land opportunity on urban ground in the center of what they have. They do have a lot of leases scattered throughout their millions of acres of ownership, and this is one of them. But this is a great property at a great price, $54,900 for this lease on a nice trout stream here in the North Maine Woods. So you're going to want to give Rick Theriault, your Maine real estate guy, a call at area code 207-731-9902.